freedom seems to be one thread, one theme in the book.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Seems like your desire to have the freedom to do what you wanted to do or what you envisioned for your life.
Well, freedom is being able to, do what you love, right? And being able to do it at your own pace, right? And not having to, and which is why I came in the game, spending my own money. Because I didn't want to do what a label said.
Right.
Because my whole motto, my whole career, I go cut my own records and do all my own videos and have them reimburse me. Because I don't want them trying to tell me what I should be doing.
Right. Yeah.
And that's one version of freedom. And the other version of freedom was just knowing what I was into and not wanting to get caught up. So it took a lot of discipline. So that's on both sides. It took a lot of discipline not to get caught up in the streets, but then it took a lot of discipline to have freedom because I was being smart with the money that I was spending.
Right.
And that's a real way to look at it. Like, you want to see it, you want to see somebody fuck up some money, give them some money.
Yeah.
Give it to them. Right. They gonna fuck it off.
Right.
It doesn't matter, but let them earn it. Right. So if I'm spending money that I earn and I know what I'm doing to earn it and I know what type of chances I'm taking to earn it, I'm gonna be very mindful and very intentional about what I'm doing.
Right.
And that gave me a sense of freedom as well because I wasn't just out here just buying stuff to buy it. Everything I bought, I was intentional. Like they'll tell you, shout out to Exclusive Game T. Like I had gotten into jerseys. I wouldn't buy jerseys. I would get him to make me personalized jerseys and put my what's the name. I got to give a shout out to Spiff, Spiff Star with Busta Rhymes.
Right.
I seen him at 112. I was going in one day, and he had these Air Force Ones on. This is before I seen anybody paint on their shit.
Right.
He had like some Bumblebee joints, and I took that and ran with it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I took that and ran with it.
I fucked with him.
Gives it up.
Gives it up.
Credit.
Yeah, and I started that was my whole thing. I took the Air Force Ones and I would get T to make me a jersey to match, whatever, and then get somebody to paint the Air Force Ones. Like I had a Heineken joints, the Heineken ones. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was running my shit. But I was using it as a marketing tool because I would have my name on the back, some corporate thugs on the front.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, or with my chains, like I didn't buy jewelry. Like my first shit, I had Jeezy spelled in cursive, big, Right. Then I got the snowman piece, and then if you go to the Magic City shit, it's just like I wasn't in there just spending money to spend money.
Right.
Me and Fernando, God bless his soul, had already started gelling, and he like, yo, you got to come here tonight, spend $50,000. I'm like, whatever I got to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? And I would go in there and I would just spend this money and do what I had to do so that people could start to see who I was, because that's the only way I was getting the buzz, right? But I was very intentional about that. So while people were going and buy cars, sometimes I would have to miss out on that. Like I might didn't have the new whip that summer because I put a lot of money in,
that's
my
marketing.
It's marketing before people knew what he was doing.
But I still had the big body Benz. It just wasn't a 2000. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a 98. You know what I'm saying? But I had it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I was working.
Right. Now, there's 4 elements of hip hop: DJing, breakdancing, graffiti, and rapping. Right. I read in the book, like your first hands-on introduction was you trying to DJ with Salt and Pepper, Planet Rock.
Yep.
You was trying to. So did you initially want to be a DJ at first?
Well, what it was my cousin, one of my cousins, who was getting to it way before I was.
Okay.
And he lived in Atlanta.
Okay.
So when we go hang out with them in my auntie house, because they had a big ass mansion or whatever, probably the first mansion I ever seen, and when you go in the garage, they would have all the newest cars, and then he had his turntables.
Right.
And I would walk in there, and he would be mixing and all that.
Right.
And every now and then he'd be like, "You want to try?" And I was just like, "Yeah." So I'm in there trying to learn how to mix, and I fell in love with it. And when I started hustling and got a little money, I went and bought 2 turntables.
Okay.
1200s.
Right.
Yeah, well, 1200s, and started buying vinyl and set it up on my dresser at my grandma's house. And then every morning I get up, I mix a little bit.
Right.
And that's how I started.
That's how you started.
And then one of the homies was like, "Yo, we should do this production company." Imagine, this is in the town with like 2,300 people, probably 700 of them black. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we should do this production company, and I was just like, okay, cool. So we did this production company. I was like, look, we can do whatever we want to do as long as I can DJ.
Right.
So we do these parties, we'll get free liquor for everybody, make everybody get a ticket or whatever, whatever. It wasn't really no money. But then I had these cheap ass speakers that I had a junkie steal from me,
right?
From like a little Radio Shack, and then I you know what I'm saying, because you had to plug it with the wires, and didn't even have no plugs.
Right.
I'll set my shit up and I DJ.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I kill the party.
DJ Jeezy.
DJ
Lil J.
Yeah.
Now, you know what's crazy? You are who you are. You could get booked to DJ.
Oh no,
right now.
I see it watching Shaq and Snoop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
It's gotta come.
You still got that?
I'm gonna talk to Naima. Y'all know what it is. We're gonna get a run next summer.
I need to carry the records or something. Let's make it happen. I'm part of this idea.
We're gonna get a run.
Ain't no records.
Get a run next summer.
maybe the Serato.
We gotta talk to them, make this happen here.
Tell DJs you gotta watch out for a minute, man.